Hello, my name is Emma and today I am bringing you something a little bit different. It's going to combine a little bit of meditation, breath work, some gentle movement, and it's one that is all about appreciating the body that we're in and being able to move, breathe and actually feel our body. This came from, I'm currently listening to the audiobook. If you don't know, I am registered blind. I've got my guide dog at the side and I listen to a lot of audiobooks. And I'm just listening at the moment to David Holmes' The Boy Who Lived. And it really made me appreciate being just the simple things, being able to, as he says, wiggle your toes and move my hands. And I thought that would maybe make a really nice video for just sitting down, taking a moment, appreciating what we have, gratitude, and just taking a minute to switch off from the outside world. So if you still want to join me for this one, I know it's a little bit different, then it'd be lovely for you to follow along. And yeah, let's get ready to go. So I want you to get really comfortable in a nice seated position. Cross legs, legs in front, out to the side, whatever feels best for you. And let's just take a moment to notice the surface underneath us. Maybe we can feel that surface and you can feel your sit bones anchoring down. Maybe if you've crossed your legs like me, you can feel the contact of your ankles and your feet on the mat. As you just start to close down your eyes, or just simply let your eyelids go a little heavier. Starting to switch off from everything going on around us. Being a little bit more present. Start to tune into the sounds around you. Maybe the temperature of the room. The temperature of your body, if you're able to feel. Maybe some goosebumps, or maybe you're feeling quite warm. Maybe there's a smell in the room. Maybe you're near a kitchen, or wherever you may be, just tune into it. Maybe feeling your hands resting on your legs. You might feel that temperature of your hands coming through your clothing, maybe. Start to take a deep breath in. Maybe this is the deepest breath you've taken in today. And as you do that, just appreciate that feeling of being able to breathe nice and deeply into the lungs. And as you breathe out, just let go of any stress or tension. Trying to make your exhale just a little bit longer than your inhale. Taking a deep breath in again. And maybe as you breathe in, you might want to wrap your hands around your rib cage and feel the air expanding into the belly, the rib cage. And then breathe out. Letting it go. Again, just appreciating or acknowledging the fact that we can breathe freely into our rib cage. Let the hands, the fingers start to wiggle if you can. Just noticing how they move, they're quite free. You might scrunch your hands up, open them out, but just start to feel some movement. And just notice how freely maybe your hands can move, or maybe there's some stiffness, or one hand moves better than the other. Maybe give your wrists a little rotate and notice how your wrists move and if there's any clicks that come out, but how freely they move. Maybe one again feels different to the other. You might want to interlace your hands and twist them around in a circle, like rippling forwards, your wrists rolling, rotating gently. Let your arms relax and give your shoulders a move. It doesn't matter how. You might be lifting them up to the ears, rolling them, but just feel that movement of your shoulders. letting it go into your torso. Here's where I want you to be nice and free with the movement. You're just maybe going around in a circle with the torso, shifting from side to side, just really noticing and appreciating how your torso can move. Maybe you start to rock from one sit bone to the other, just noticing the sit bones, the transferring of the weight and how you can feel it. And then maybe unfold your legs if they were still folded. Place your hands slightly behind your body and just let your legs zigzag from one side to the other. Again, just tuning into how the hips feel, how the legs feel to move them. Feeling the surface underneath you. And then maybe you can bend your knees in and give your toes a scrunch up, or as David Holmes would say, wiggle your toes. And just notice how that small movement is the fact that we can move our toes, we should be really grateful to be able to do that, because some people want to wiggle their toes. Maybe they can't at this moment. Maybe they've lost that feeling, and we should really appreciate being able to wiggle our toes. Maybe give the ankles a little rotate. Draw your name with your ankles, maybe. And then sit however you want to, and just move the neck one side to the other. I got a nice crack in my neck there, lovely. Nice click. Sit nice and tall. Maybe blink the eyes open if they were still closed, and close them again, and just notice that movement of your eyelids. Maybe you can see, maybe you can't, maybe you're like me and you're visually impaired. It's, you know, there's something that you see but it's not clear. But just noticing it. Your ears. Maybe you're able to hear through one ear more than the other, or maybe you can hear fully through both, but maybe just even feel your ears, your earlobes, and how they all feel. I got really small ears. Your nose. I've got a very clicky nose, but I can breathe through it. Your lips. Take another deep breath in. Grow taller, feel nice and lengthened, feel strong in your body, however it is. Just appreciating the parts of your body that you're able to move, you're able to feel, you're able to get some feedback from. And then breathe out, just let it go. Breathing in, and then let it go. And then blink your eyes open. Come back to the space around you. Just acknowledging it and appreciating that you've been able to take this time for yourself. You've been able to maybe do this in a space that feels comfortable for you. You've got enough space to move. Maybe you've got a few minutes of peace. And maybe you started to look at your body in a completely different way. I hope you enjoyed it, and it was something a little bit different. Archie Bear's not going to join us today, my guide dog, but yes, I highly recommend as well checking out David Holmes' The Boy Who Lived book. He was a stunt double for Daniel Radcliffe, and it's really moved me actually. It's, yeah. That's where the inspiration for today's video came from. And yeah, I hope to see you again soon. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next week for another one. Take care. Bye.